What's going on, everybody? This is Black Aries coming out to you with a video. This is the end of season 10 or around. It ends in like a day or two, and I kind of didn't want to do this live because this is one of those more introspective videos, and I kind of need not to be able to see these pauses. Yeah, I'm trying to focus or whatever. But I'm gonna try to get through this as best I can. I basically just want to talk about how we need more McCrees and less Brigittas. And let me say this, McCree is my favorite hero in the game. Like, when I tell you, like, you're like, hey, aren't you a Zarya main? Like, no, you're right, I'm a Zarya main, but my favorite hero in the game is McCree. But this video is not about McCree needing buffs. This video is not about McCree, needs help. To me, McCree's probably one of the most balanced heroes in the game. Because if you're really, really good with him, you're really, really good. There's no stopping a McCree that's consistently getting headshots on you. You know what I mean? There's no stopping a McCree that that has the right positioning, always catches flankers out, all that kind of thing, right? But he's a high-skill hero. He's a high-skill, high-impact, right? McCree is essentially a DMR, and he's essentially the closest thing to not a very snipey sniper. And while that's a cool thing, it's not always the most practical, which is why I'm saying I'm not asking for buffs, I'm not asking for whatever. That's not what this video is about. What I'm here to talk about is how Brigitte came into the meta in season 10, right? She is a low-skill hero. If you have a problem with that, I'm sorry. This video is going to sound like I'm hating on Brigitte. I promise you I'm not. It's just speaking facts here. She's a low-skill hero. While I don't exactly see a problem with low-skill heroes all the time, that's not really what I'm trying to get at. My point is she has high impact, and I feel like everybody kind of felt her impact extremely hard when season 10 started. While she isn't, complete. I'm not gonna sit here and say she's broken. I'm not gonna sit here and be like she's the worst character in the game. I'm not gonna sit here like, oh, this whatever. There's a few things about her that are annoying. I definitely am not a fan of Brigitte, but the fact that she is so high impact and not very hard to use, anybody can pick her up, is probably the biggest problem, right? Now, the reason I say more McCree is you can put anybody in there that's high skill. For example, like Tracers, Doomfist, Genjis, Sombra. You could add anybody in that list that you want to. Okay, I might need to switch. You got anybody list that you want to based off of their high skill cap. They can dominate the game if you're good enough at them, right? And I feel like we're kind of losing that in Overwatch. And I feel like we're kind of losing those heroes, or that play style of you have to be competent at the hero you're playing. I feel like a lot of the times we're just sitting here kind of mashing buttons, and a lot of times we're kind of sitting here doing whatever we feel like doing, or like no one's really very skillful at the people they play anymore. You'll see people that play characters because they just like, whatever, all this different stuff. And you see Brigitte being played a lot more where people don't even play Brigitte, it's just that she's a cheat code. And so they play her, And that can't happen. And we're looking at this meta right now. It's not a problem that it's brawly. That's not the issue. It's not a problem that it's, it's that it's more slow pace. It's not a problem that dive came out of the meta. That's not the issue. The issue is the characters that are being played right now don't have much skill required. And it's basically trying to like bring high skill back, And I feel like while these characters have their place, these characters have their place in the meta. Like, for example, Brigitte has her place in the meta. I'm not here to say Brigitte sucks. I'm not here to say that Brigitte is terrible, this or that. I'm just here to say she might need to be Like the next hero that's added into the game might need to be evaluated enough to see who is going to be playing her. Who or her or him? I'm sorry, I said her like I knew it was. Who's going to be playing them? What's going to be going on? Like, I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, but yeah, who's going to be playing them? What's going on? What is their impact in the game? What is their skill level? Because I don't think Overwatch can really take... Like, I'll be honest with you guys. Like, this is just a personal thing. This is just a personal... That's why this video is kind of like an impromptu thing. But, like, how do you guys feel about Overwatch recently? Like, it's kind of difficult to continually play. Like, there's so many stupid things going on, in my opinion. In my opinion, there's so many stupid things going on. Like, you're getting killed from every which way. And here's the thing, I'm not just talking about Brigitte. Brigitte was the best example. Even Moira, and everybody who knows who's ever played with me, I love me some Moira. That is my healer of choice, right? I feel like she has some stupid high impact. I love the fact that I can, like, you know, I can dictate how my team fight goes while also dealing damage, while also being effective. Like, I enjoy that, right? I enjoy being in the middle of the fight, big heals, big damage when you use coalescence, whatever, all that kind of stuff. But let's be honest, she's not that hard to use. And when she first got into the game, everybody saw she is the best healer in the game. Now, Moira's kind of buggy right now. Moira's kind of this and that, so, you know, there might be a few things on and off about her. But she came into the game and changed the meta. I'm not talking about there's a problem with meta-changing heroes. I'm talking about that meta changing should have some sort of, like, climb you have to get to. You have to have some sort of competency with the hero you pick. You have to, like, for example, right? Sombra came into the game. Sombra and Ana are, I think, anyway, that's besides the point. Sombra and Ana came into the game, right? Ana, hands down, meta changing, right? She was meta changing. The problem is the community had to have enough time with her to figure out how to use her well. Because, hey, guess what? It's a healer you have to aim with now. You know? How can you... She could be very defensive if you could hit your sleep darts. What's the best use of her, oh my gosh, biotic grenade? You see what I'm saying? There's a mind game in there. It's one, it takes skill to play Ana at a high level. If you're missing your shots, your team's not getting healed, period, right? Then biotic grenade, do you biotic grenade the enemy team to make sure they can't heal? Do you biotic grenade your team to get them a boost of healing? Do you, all that kind of stuff, like, do you try to save yourself? It's on cooldown after that. Sleep dart, you need to hit that to keep yourself alive. You see what I mean? There's a certain skill cap to unlock her potential. And some of the things I've been noticing, they've been kind of holding back a lot of these characters that are high skill. And they keep on making these characters with low skill. Oh, I'm gonna die! Okay, he's gonna kill me. Anyway, they keep on making these characters with low skill, high impact, right? And that's something that kind of bothers me, because the characters that should have the highest impact, to me, are the characters that are hardest to use. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that might be ruining Overwatch. Just like on the low, like, oh wow, I was like, who hit me? Okay, because you're having so many fights, so many. Woo! You're having so many fights in, like, team fights now where the characters that rule the fight are the characters that don't take the most skill to use. And the characters that take the most skill to use are honestly practically useless based off of, say, Brigitte's shield bash, or the fact that, you know, Moira doesn't have to aim, or Symmetra's getting reworked, sure, you know, but all those different things. And you're sitting here and it's like, that makes a lot of things a lot less fun. Can you die, woman? Jesus. It makes everything a lot less fun, because you're sitting here trying your heart out to hit these shots, hit these whatever. Here's the thing. I don't love Widowmaker, I don't love whatever, or Hanzo, all this different stuff. I mean, I'm not saying I hate them, but I'm saying these aren't my favorite characters. I don't play them. Those are the high impact heroes. those are the characters that take a lot of skill to play, and they keep on. I feel like not disrespecting. It's a bit of a push, but they keep on pushing these heroes into obscurity. Of course, not in the pro scene. But I'm just saying for the rest of us. In the pro scene, Hanzo and Widowmaker are gods. This man, I hate Reaper. Anyway, it's just really sucky to see. I'm just looking for a way where, like, I don't know. I'm my dude. Oh my god. His fat saved him. Jesus. Anyway, I don't know, that's just my spiel. I really feel like the next hero that comes out needs to have some level of, like, you need to be good at this hero to do well with them. I think the days of just playing heroes just to play them, or hopping on a hero just because it's easy, that can't be the way Overwatch is played anymore. Because if it is, you're going to see the fan base start to dwindle. Because what's the point of playing that hero that you like to play that's really hard to... Oh my goodness, that was a good sleep dart. Oh, we killed each other. Awesome. What's the point of playing the hero that you like to play? What's the point of playing the hero that you're good at? What's the point of playing the hero, whatever, if you can play Brigitte and end them anyway? You know? That's just my spiel, guys. I mean, if you agree, like the video. I appreciate the support. I haven't been posting a lot lately because I've been sick. I've been trying really hard not to cough this whole video. But I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried for just competitive. I'm really worried for Overwatch. I genuinely feel like... Oh, I was gonna use my ult. Oh god, I hate you. I really feel like things need to change. Heroes and characters need to be... Because that's how the game first came out, you know? I feel like that's what needs to happen, because when the game first came out, that's how it was, man. Like, it was all about... Yeah, sure, it was about, you know, like, team comps and whatever. It's always been a team game. That's not what I mean. But it was all about what your skill level was with a character, not the cheesiest thing you can use to win. And I feel like that's what the game is now. And like, it's disappointing to see. You know, I want this game to do well. I mean, I want this game to do well more than anything else, because when this game is not in a good place, like I'm just thinking about like the Bastion meta, stuff like that. I think about the Bastion meta where like everyone who played Bastion won games. It didn't matter. It didn't. Took my freaking kill, and I got hacked. God dang it! All right. When the Bastion meta came through, it wasn't, you know, oh, it's team play this. Let's try to figure this out. It wasn't any of that stuff. It literally was just... Oh, the chair, the table, whatever the stupid it's called. Oh, Tracy, you're killing me, girl. It wasn't about team play. It was just who was the better Bastion. It was who could play Bastion more annoyingly. And who could, you know what I'm saying? Who could do the most annoying thing with Bastion, who could get on the payload faster, who could set up quicker. There was no saying when the game is in a your boy Ares though. When the game is in such a bad spot, people leave the game. People don't enjoy it as much. People can't get into it because there's no counterplay, there's no skill in it, there's no any of that stuff. So that's my spiel, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it, all that good jazz. This is Black Ares, and I'm out. Peace.